Hey, what's up guys? It's GeeksCorner here. It's currently 2:37 in the morning and I'm on a bit of a break, so I thought why not do a bit of a live stream and just talk a little bit about WWDC and what we'd like to see. Now, WWDC is actually next week and there's been a lot of rumours of what we may or may not see on WWDC. So I just want to have a little look back really and decide and think about what we would like to see. This is not saying what we are definitely going to see, it's just what we would like really to see. So if you are going to be joining in, then you guys let us know as well what you would like to see Apple announce at their conference. Now, over the past couple of events, there hasn't been any real new hardware announced. It's obviously about iOS. So it was iOS 9 and iOS 10 and a lot about the developer side of things. Obviously that's what it's about. But there have been some rumours where we may see a new Siri type speaker, new MacBooks Pros, new iPads as well, you know, and Apple's not beyond changing things up. But going off past things, we haven't seen those type of things announced. However, the Siri speaker is one thing I would love to see because I've got an Amazon Echo, I've been trying out the Google Home, and I would like to see a Siri speaker, and that could be a possibility of being announced if they're going to be announcing improvements to Siri. I hope they're going to announce improvements to Siri because after testing Google's Assistant on both the iPhone and the actual Google Hub and trying Amazon Alexa, then unfortunately Siri is falling behind in this race. So it would be really interesting to see Apple improve on Siri, even if they say that the Siri speakers come in, but not until, say, for example, September, October. That would be fine with me, but we need to see Siri improve, otherwise it's going to be absolutely pointless in my personal experience. Now, I use the Apple Watch on a daily basis, and I use my iPhone on a daily basis. So Siri's on both of those, so yeah, that's good. Siri's voice recognition is pretty good on the watch. I use it a lot to set timers and send the odd text. But for like search things and things like that, Siri is just not up to the standards that I'm expecting and would like it to be. So I'm hoping that Apple are going to be announcing definitely an improvement on that, and hopefully, like I say, a Siri speaker. When it comes to MacBooks, I'm not convinced Apple are going to be announcing that at this event. And to be honest, I'm not a big... I use a Mac. I've had a Mac now for the last couple of months, but I'm not looking to upgrade, so I'm not really too worried about that. The same with iPads. I've got some old iPads and I don't plan on buying a new one just yet, but it would be obviously nice to see Apple announce some more work on them because obviously sales are stagnant and there's nothing really revolutionary or new coming in as far as I'm concerned at the moment. We're not going to see any iPhones in this one, but onto iOS 11, it's going to be interesting on there. We haven't really seen too many leaks or rumours of what we're going to see. We've heard obviously about AI and augmented reality, and I think that's going to be obviously a big push because that's where everyone's going, but whether or not we'll see that as the main feature of iOS 11 remains to be seen. But I'm hoping that we're going to see something new in iOS 11. It's been a while since we've seen anything really groundbreaking within terms of the software itself. And I think we've hit a bit of a plateau really with devices in general. You look at Samsung's events and Google's events, there's not a fantastic amount that's really different across all the devices. Yeah, we got different sizes and things like that, but as opposed to software, personally I don't see it being a massive change. So it'd be interesting to see what you guys would think about what you would like to see in there. So definitely let me know in the comments what you would like to see iOS 11 entail. Like I say, this is what we want to see. It's not anything that we definitely Apple's going to release. So you can be a bit as wild as you want, you know. Don't let there be any boundaries as far as I'm concerned. You're pretty sure that iPhones are going to get better after they drop the 32-bit support. Well, to be honest, I don't think you can do too much more at the moment with the iPhones, even though you got 32-bit support with iOS 10. Obviously I think that's going to drop off with iOS 11. Speeds, to be honest, are not going to be that much of a difference because you've already got the 64 bits, so that's already in place, so the 32 bits don't really affect that. It's just obviously trying to make sure it covers the old one, so they won't have to worry about that. So that's something that would be definitely good to see them drop that off. I still got a 32-bit device in the house that I don't actually use, but as opposed to them getting any better, personally I don't think that it will at this point. Like I say, I think we've got a bit of a plateau with it going, but iOS 11, I'm hoping that they're going to announce some new things that we haven't expected. Some killer features would be really great. Like I say, I think it's going to get a bit stagnant at the moment between iOS 9 and iOS 10. Yeah, we've seen improvements to messages and stuff like that. You had your live photos previously. Whilst they're okay, it's not something I use on a regular basis. I can't say that I'm sending balloon effects and everything else on the messages. I was intrigued when they said it. I was looking forward to it when they announced that type of features, but it's not something I use on a daily basis. And to be honest, neither is live photos. So I'm hoping that Apple's going to come up with something new. And like I say, with the Siri improvements, hopefully that will come with better AI overall across that as well. And hopefully we'll be able to get Siri to do a lot more on your device as well. I've run a test with Google Assistant on my phone as well. I got a video, so check that out. But for example, Google can turn on the flashlight on your phone, but Siri can't. And to me, that's just not acceptable. I think Apple's dropped the ball there a bit. So hopefully we're going to see some massive improvements on that one. But let me know what else on there. Siri definitely needs to improve. She's way beyond. Yeah, she is. She's one of the first out. And obviously the team then who developed it went with Apple for a while, and then they left. And then they've created Bixby, which Samsung then bought. But yeah, Siri just seems to be like just left behind. They've made some improvements, but because it's such a closed-off ecosystem as well, we're not seeing anything massive, and that's quite a shame. Like I say, Siri was one of the first ones out there, so hopefully they're going to see some new things that we're going to see on there. Hopefully rebuilt from the ground up, if it was what I'm really hoping for. Whether or not that happens, we'll have to see. But definitely, that's something I want to see, because I'd like to be able to use Siri more. And also, I don't want to be able to, when I'm out and about in a public place, I don't always have to activate Siri by voice. I want to be able to type it out. So like on the Google Assistant app, if you open it up, you can type a command to it and it'll search and it'll come back, and it won't even speak because you've typed it. It'll just give it to you. So it knows then that obviously that you're not looking for that voice recognition at that time. So hopefully we'll see that with Siri as well. And also be able to customize how you activate Siri as well, rather than having to use the Hey word. Then it'd be nice to be able to put your own, or choose, like Alexa has like 3 different options, so it'd be nice to be able to choose a different option. So when I'm in a room with somebody, I can say a trigger word. It's not going to trigger off everybody else's devices as well. So that'll be something that would definitely be interested in. Hopefully as well, we'll see some more improvements to watchOS. I don't really know what else they can do there at the moment. Improved battery life would be really cool, but we'll see. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like I say, I'm in work at the moment. I'm just on a quick break, so I will be going back. But if you're looking back at this later on, make sure you put it in the comments in the description. Let me know what you would like to see as well. It's definitely been a quiet build-up to WWDC this year. So hopefully Apple will be able to surprise us with some new things. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.